Spectrum Flashback TV. Classic television. Some things are worth repeating.
These keys used to belong to a drunk driver. Not anymore.
Hi, I'm Bobby Rahal. With today's automotive technology, I need a skilled, highly trained crew to win on the IndyCar circuit. Today's Navy relies on the skills of its crews, too. And with high-tech training and career opportunities, the Navy can help you build the skills you'll need to be a winner in tomorrow's high-tech world. Find out more from your local Navy recruiter. Remember, it's your Navy.
When inclement weather hits, tune in AFN Europe Radio for updates on bus delays, facility closings, and road conditions. Just listen to your morning DJ. Please don't call AFN. We need to keep the lines open for incoming weather updates.
When you were little, you may have learned to regard food as a reward for doing something well. And although you may have enjoyed it as a child, it may not have been a good habit to take with you as you became an adult. So when you want to reward yourself, try something other than food. Your body will thank you for it.
Let's say this is your family housing, and this is your neighbor's family housing. When you do things that good neighbors do, help keep the shared spaces neat and clean, keep the noise down, and just practice common courtesy, living in family housing can be a positive experience. But when you don't, things can get difficult. Sharing housing means sharing the responsibility to be good neighbors. It's as simple as ABC.
Flashback trivia question, Baba Black Sheep. How did Gregory Boyington get his nickname, and what was it? The answer if you stick around.
Stars and Stripes subscribers win flowers. Stars and Stripes is giving away a bouquet of flowers to random subscribers from the Stars and Stripes home delivery database. Stars and Stripes will draw names every week until January. Winners can have a bouquet sent to anyone in the U.S. or Canada for free. Stripes will notify winners, and their names will appear in the paper. Subscribe to Stars and Stripes, and you could be a winner, too.
When it comes to force protection, you wouldn't walk into town in uniform. But some of us wear something just as blatantly American. You've seen them, slogan t-shirts and unit hats. Leave your sense of humor and your unit pride on base. Blend in with the Europeans. Don't stick out. And oh, go downtown with a friend. It's safer and a lot more fun.
Planning a trip? Well, you know how important it is to be alert on the road. So get plenty of rest before you travel. When you start out, wear sunglasses to prevent eye fatigue. Take regular breaks. Try some light exercise. And if there's more than one of you, share the wheel. Because driving fatigued is no joking matter. Stay alert, be safe, and keep the show on the road.
To you, John, take Ingrid. If you marry a non-U.S. citizen, there are a few things to keep in mind. To have and to hold, and to claim as an exemption. I do. And do you, Ingrid, plan to become a resident alien?
Excuse me?
To be claimed as an exemption, Ingrid must become a resident alien or sign a special tax declaration.
I do. I'm not sure.
For more information, contact your unit tax advisor or legal assistance officer.
Flashback trivia answer for Baba Black Sheep. Major Gregory Boyington was affectionately known as Pappy by his men. Even though he was only 35, they considered him to be an old man and looked on him as a father figure. Flashback TV continues.
Don't wait until tomorrow to see your doctor. If you're a TRICARE Europe Prime member, you have immediate medical advice right at your fingertips. The TRICARE Personal Health Advisor Nurse Advice Line is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to answer your health care concerns, provide information on a variety of health care topics, or assist in deciding when and where to seek medical help. The service is free to TRICARE Europe Prime members. Need more information? Call your local TRICARE Service Center for the toll-free number near you.
The University of Maryland is branching out in new ways on the internet. Whether you're beginning your studies or just a few credits shy from earning a Maryland degree, you'll find a world of learning at the UMUC website. Take a ride through cyberspace at www.ed.umuc.edu and discover how you can learn without limits. Earn your degree through Maryland's European Division.
It's that time again to wish all of you Happy New Year from AFRTS.
Takes a pro to do work like this. But for minor repairs and fix-up projects, you folks in the military can do it yourself through the self-help program. Self-help provides tools and materials, even how-to books. And here's a tip from a pro. Planning ahead makes any job go smoother. Hey, somebody call a plumber.
Operations security. How much operational information can you give away before it's too much? This much or this much? How about this much? To be safe, this is how much information you can give away. Understanding every aspect of OPSEC may be hard to conceive, but denying adversaries here in Europe knowledge of your operations by not giving away any information while talking on the phone or in a casual conversation is easy to understand. OPSEC, it's not just a theory, it really exists, and so does the threat.
Once upon a time, the worst thing the mailman brought to your doorstep was junk mail. Nowadays, something far worse could appear: mail bombs. Sure, they're rare, but it pays to take precaution. Carefully examine your mail. If you don't know the sender, notice oil stains, protruding wires, or foil, don't open it. If the package comes from an unknown foreign address and says things like private or personal, don't open it. When in doubt, contact your community law enforcement office. While incidents are rare, why take a chance? Don't open it.
Through the eyes of military photographers, this is Combat Camera. I'm Air Force Sergeant Amy Canna. Is it possible to see sonic booms? Take a look at Navy Lieutenant Ron Candelaro and his F/A-18 Hornet breaking the sound barrier. Aircraft cause sonic booms when they fly close to or faster than the speed of sound. The booms are caused by a rapid buildup in air pressure. NASA scientist Kevin Shepard explains this picture.
The air is flowing over the nose of the airplane. At that point, it's subsonic, but it accelerates over that bump, which is the canopy. And as it accelerates over the canopy, it goes supersonic. That generates the shock wave that's visible in the picture.
Shepard says sonic booms sound like a rifle shot. The Bell X-1 rocket research plane first broke the sound barrier more than 50 years ago. Captain Chuck Yeager's glamorous Glennis achieved supersonic flight in 1947.
Alons, Black Horse Troopers. Log on to www.blackhorse.org and register now for the Black Horse 2000 reunion. The Border Legion returns to Fulda, Germany, May 11th through the 14th in the year 2000. The entire regimental community is invited to come out and take part in 4 days of remembrance and celebration. Register now through January 2000. www.blackhorse.org. Be there when the Border Legion returns.
Just because you're getting out of the Army, don't give up on the Army. Military members separating overseas and individual Ready Reserve members can apply for the Army Reserve in Europe. Contact the Army Career and Alumni Program Office for details.
The Army Med Cell at the Northeast Region Civilian Personnel Operations Center has job listings for hard-to-fill Department of the Army medical jobs. For more information, visit their webpage at www.cpol.army.mil/NER.
Okay. Let's see if you can make a positive item.
Hard to say. They all look the same.
Okay, sets. Profile left.
When you mark your valuables with a special identification number unique to you, it's easy to identify your property as yours. That makes your stuff much less likely to be stolen. And if it is stolen, you're far more likely to get it back. Protect your valuables. Mark them and keep a list of your property in a safe place. Mark your property.
Jimmy, you're not going riding like that, are you? Where's your helmet? Now that's better. Now, Jimmy, remember what I told you. Keep your legs away from the exhaust pipe. Move your body with me on turn. Don't make any sudden movement.
You're watching Black Sheep Squadron on Spectrum Flashback TV. Flashback trivia question, Baba Black Sheep. One of the show's stars had a relative who also appeared in the series. Which star and what was the relationship?
Somewhere along the line, cowboys have prided themselves in being inarticulate.
He never did a lick of work. Well, maybe just some trifle. Mostly slipped around the countryside with a rimfire rifle.
Cowboys write poetry because it's a way that they can express tender feelings, whereas the culture really won't allow us to express those tender feelings like love.
The butt of mean and nasty jokes was all the note he got. It beat invisibility, I guess, but not a lot.
I can't conceive of myself going down to Main Street in Miles City, Montana, and rushing up to somebody and saying, God, I love my ranch. But I can write the same thing in a poem, and people understand it better, and they don't think, gee, what a jerky thing to say.
He had a long and easy life, and it was time for him to go. It seems to me that old Finn died some 80 years ago.
Some people think dipping improves their performance. On the playing field or on the job. But here's what's really going down. People who dip get addicted. If they haven't dipped for a while, nicotine cravings start to make them uncomfortable, and they lose their ability to concentrate. When they dip again, the nicotine fix calms the withdrawal symptoms, and that makes them think they're more alert. But the fact is, dipping doesn't make you more alert. It makes you addicted.
This is my first knitting project. Can you tell? My doctor told me that especially during the first couple of weeks, quitting smoking can be easier if I keep myself occupied whenever I get the urge to light up. So now instead of reaching for a cigarette, I reach for my knitting needles. It keeps my hands busy. My doctor also told me it's a good idea to avoid places where people smoke so I won't be tempted. I know I'm going to be a non-smoker. I just wish I knew someone in a cold climate with a 10-foot neck.
Flashback trivia answer for Baba Black Sheep. One of the nurses stationed at Bella La Cava, Nancy Gilmore, was played by Robert Conrad's real-life daughter, Nancy Conrad. She first appeared in episode 14. Now, more Flashback TV on Spectrum.
We all have our daily routine, and most of us clean up after ourselves. Even when we shower, we leave things in order. We don't expect others to live with our mess. Most of us are naturally considerate, while others can be real, well, you know. Be considerate.
Soliciting subordinates for the sale of goods and services on or off duty is strictly prohibited.
From AFRTS, you're watching Spectrum Flashback TV. It's classic television.